Hey guys, this is Sandra with Willow57. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing a flip through of my latest journal. Before I jump into that, however, I want to, I guess, declare, I don't know what the word is, let you know, maybe. I have come to a decision in my art and my journaling that there are certain things that I have made. Hold on and I'll show you. That are great and wonderful, and I like them, but I just don't have the audience for them. These storybook journals. I have made several of them, and I've gotten some, interest in them, but I made, I believe, all of these journals. I've done flip throughs of them, so you can go back and look at them if you're interested. But anyway, I made all of these journals, I believe, in spring, anyway. I got to watching people who were making them, and I got inspired to make some for myself and try to sell them on my Etsy, and they have sat on my shelf since then. So what I have concluded, even looking back through like my Instagram post and stuff of my different styles of journaling and ways that I've made them, those types of journals I don't have the audience for it. There are people who do, and that's great. It's not me. I cannot sell those. I think, I don't really know what I'm doing that doesn't capture that audience, but maybe it's because I've done so much grunge that's where my audience already is, and that's fine. So what I've concluded is these cutesy, and they are cute, storybook journals. This one is a fully decorated one, but these don't sell for me. And so therefore I'm not going to waste my time or your time making any more of those. I'm going to stick to my grungier self. Okay. Now this one's kind of a mix between both. This is what I call a bright grunge journal because it is with the bright colors. But it is, more grungy. And so without further ado, let's hop in and take a look at this guy. This is my latest journal that I've made. I think she's a girl. She looks girly. So let's take a look into this girl, okay? She is fully decorated. She's pretty fat. I don't even know the size. I made this from, I got some, I thought I had more, but I don't see them. Anyway, these like file folder things that would go into a file cabinet, like antique ones with the metal. And I got some of those, and they're really cool, and I like them, and I thought it'd be really cool to make a cover out of that. And so that's what I've done. It is got a hidden spine. So no thread showing, basically, is all that means. I put these eyelets in here. Let's see how big it is. It's basically 11 by 7 by 11. Okay, so a little bit bigger than a 8 by 10, 7 by 11. So that's the size. It has, I believe, a 3-inch, 2-inch spine. It has 3 signatures in it. Roughly, generally, I put somewhere around 100 pages front and back in here. All right, so it has a Sorry Silk closure, and it is grungy, so lots of strings and whatnot. Like I said, this is what I would consider bright grunge, and it's just got various yummies all in it. The inside's very raw, just the way I like it. So anyway, this is kind of the color. There's a pocket here. I didn't put anything in it, but whoever purchased it can use it for that. There is a lot of my personal artwork in this journal. Lots of doodles and daddles and bits and bobs, as so they say. It is a writer's journal, so there is a lot of writing space. And anytime, like on this page where there isn't writing space, I try to incorporate something that, can take its place, I guess. I don't know. So like I said, lots of my own personal, lots of different papers, and it's got a side pocket with lots of little stuff that can be taken out or left in by whoever purchases this journal. Lots of removable ephemera in here. I like to do that just because, some people don't want all of my ephemera in this journal. They can use that ephemera elsewhere, but they want to add their own. And so a lot of my ephemera in this is removable, so that person has that freedom to do that. A lot of writing space there. A lot of antiqued, grungy paper clips. This has got a lot of paper clips in it. Spattles. This journal was a lot of fun to create. This is connected to the middle and can sit right there in that. This opens up like that for writing space, and you can even move it over here to have something more solid to write on. And this flips up, and there's more writing space in that. I hope you can see that. That flips up, and then this flips over it, and then this holds it all down. This is a little side pocket with some more just ephemera. This little thing right here is movable. It's cute. This is a top loading pocket with this journaling card in there. This opens up like that. I just love a journal that is interactive and it's got a lot of different elements to it, you know? I think it's just, when you come into this journal, to me, it just feels like somebody's already lived in it, you know, like it has a story already to tell, and it's just waiting for you to add your details to the story. Your words, your life. I love my girls. They're so fun. And this journal, like I said, was just a whole lot of fun. I just took my time making it. I've been working on it for at least a month. And whenever I had a chance to come into my studio, it was just, you know, using my stuff is so fulfilling. You know, if you're a junk journaler, you have so much stuff, and just sitting down and creating with it, it's fulfilling. It's fun. It's serving a purpose finally, you know, instead of just sitting on your desk or sitting on your shelf. And so I didn't purchase a whole lot of these stuff to do this. This is stuff that, you know, I drew a lot. I did a lot of art in it, but a lot of this stuff was stuff I had made through the last several years. And finally getting around to putting it in a journal was a lot of fun. It's kind of been my goal lately, is to stop just making new stuff and start using some of the stuff I've already got. You know, because I don't know about you guys, but I am highly influenced by videos that I watch, YouTube videos, other YouTubers. And if they're making something and it looks so exciting to make, I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And so I go on that tangent for a while. That's where those storybook journals came in, because I started watching people who make them, and they made it look so fun and great, and it was, and I don't take away from any of that. But this type of journal is more me. This is more my personality, and I feel happier when I make these type journals, the grungier ones. So I should stick to what I do. Let them do what they do. They're great at it. They have the audience for it. They're selling them. Wonderful. This is me. I like the Mod Podge. Throw it all together. It does not have to be super matchy-matchy. My watercolor arts. I've been working in watercolor lately, and that's been a lot of fun. So that's a pocket there. And then this is another pocket for people to put stuff in. This comes off. Well, not off, but it comes out from underneath the paper clip, and it folds down for more writing space, which is fun. A lot of interactive, like I said. A lot of these removable journal cards. A lot of flip-ups. Some of my art there. Another flip-up. I like these ads, these old vintage ads. I just thought they were fun, so I didn't want to completely cover them up. But, you know, to me, they need to serve a purpose. That's just how my mind works, and so that I made. This one is another flip-up, more writing space. So this is like, to me, it's a junk journal, obviously, but it's an art journal as well, an art junk journal, if you will. Lots of art in it. And these all come out. This comes out. Then there's pockets here and here for whoever purchases it can add their own stuff. This is a flip up, and then that's not a flip up. That's where you do your writing. A lot of secretive, I guess, secret hiding places in this journal for writing, which is always fun. Another flip up. That's some of my art. Oh, I see. Got a paper clip on it. Because this side has another Love that. I was tempted to keep that. I'm just wanting you to know. Whoever gets this gets. I love that piece. It is a vintage French book where, you know, it's teaching you French. And so there's a lot of notes in it. Beautiful handwriting. And it's very, very old, very fragile paper. And I love that piece of art on there. This is another piece that I've had in my stash for a while that I made and just never found a home for it till now. So that's fun. This, I got me some new rice paper, which I'd never worked on before. And so I did some artwork on that. A lot of these have rice paper. I'm really enjoying it with my watercolors. So this comes off. There's another card that flips around there. This comes off and it opens up into a little card for notes. It just slips on there. And that holds it down. This flips up. This is a little tuck spot. And I've just added these flippy fun pieces to sit in there. And there's more writing space. This one is a cute little card, lots of writing space. This one is another journaling card, and then more writing space. Again, my art. Note card, and you can write on that. Another journaling card. Then this, another dangle thing holding. All right, so here's another flip up, and I just put that in there. Some more of my art. This is another one that I really loved. I love the dark gray with the bright flower on it. These have been in my stash for a while. More of my artwork. This is some of my artwork. These are made out of the rice paper. I just love the feel of that rice paper. It's such a great... I found it at a thrift store. So I was like so excited. This is an old cardboard backing to a book thing, a notebook, and I used it as a... And there's some more stuff down in there. Another pocket. It's one of my girls. An old ad. Another flip up. Various kinds of art. And it just kind of holds it down. This is another flip up. It's not an old book that I had. I think I didn't. Then there's this that comes off. It's another note card. This one flips up. This one is some more of my art, and you can write on the back and on this. Some more flip ups. Yeah, this style is definitely more my comfort zone of aesthetic, because I don't like being precious with stuff. You know, I like using it, and I like that old stuff has history, and so I want my journals to feel that way. I want my journals to be like, when you get into them, it's a story in itself, like this, and you know, they're going to London on the railroad or whatever. Messy art is fun art. I tell my granddaughter that all the time. She makes messes in her art. I tell her art is messy. It's just fun. It's free. Here's another journaling card that I made recently. Some of my girls. And that's the end. Signed by me. And there's the back. And so this journal I will have on my Etsy soon. It's going to be, you know, all the details and all of that will be on there. But anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and share this journal with you. Hopefully this is more of my past coming back, you know, back around. As we are as artists, you know, we dabble in different kinds of things and try different things. And I'm the same way with journaling. I'll go through phases of stuff and change, but I've really come to the conclusion that this is my wheelhouse. This grungy, and this is a bright grunge, and I've done all kinds of grunge. You can look through my past videos and whatnot. I can do dark grunge or bright grunge, or this is just kind of, when I'm making this type of art, it feels more realistic to who I am. So this is what I'm going to stick with for a while. And who knows? You know, I always say that. I always come back to this, and I try different things. But being that I haven't sold any of those journals, so I think I've sold one. maybe 2. I don't know. But not very many. I really put a lot of work in that season of making those cutesy storybook journals, and it was, fun. I have no regrets doing it, but in reality, when it come down to it, it was like, they're not doing me any good just sitting on a shelf, right? There's a purpose. My journal sales help my family and our income. And so, I need to stay true to what sells. So here it is. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.